Yo, YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? It's your boy Tech Mo here again, and I'm back with another review and unboxing. And today is a great day because one of my favorite headphone and earbud companies, Soul Republic, has two brand new products. Today we're going to take a look at the Soundtrax Pro and the Soundtrax headphones, both made by Soul Republic. And taking a look at the two, you're probably saying, Tech Mo, they look exactly the same, and they do have a similar design, but there's some notable differences. First, the Soundtrax Pros will cost you $199.99. These feature active noise canceling and a few different color options. On the other hand, the Soundtrax will set you back $169.99. With these, you do not have active noise canceling and they only have one color. So you're probably saying, well, if those are the only differences in between the two, if I don't need A and C, just go for the Soundtrax, right? Not necessarily. There are minor differences in between the two that might make the Pros the go-to headphones for you. Or if those features aren't important to you and you want to save 30 bucks, the Soundtrax might be fine for you. Well, don't worry, I got you covered. In this video, I'll unbox them and show you what you'll get if you pick a pair up. I'll do my mic audio quality test and my leakage test with each pair. And then with the Pros, I'll test out the ANC and let you know if it's worth the extra 30 bucks. So that being said, we got a lot to cover. Let's get right into the unboxing. Y'all stay tuned. Taking a look at the presentation, no matter which pair you pick up, they come in the same type of boxing. When you open up the box, you'll see that neither pair comes with a carrying case. But other than that, you get everything you would need inside of the box to get your headphones up and running. That includes a pretty straightforward user manual. It does have visual diagrams and written instructions as well. You get a Soul Republic sticker, and you also get a warranty booklet with all the information you need to know about your headphones. As for accessories, you get a USB Type-C cable for charging. You also get a 3.5mm cable if you want to use your headphones in wired mode. Moving on to the headphones, the Soundtrax Pros and the Soundtrax look almost identical. Like I mentioned earlier, the Soundtrax only come in black, but with the Pros, you have a silver and a gold version. Both pair feel really sturdy in the hands and like they'll withstand some wear and tear. No matter which pair you pick up, you have all of your playback controls with both. All of your physical buttons are on your right ear cup. And using them, you can pause and play your music, track forward and track back. You can adjust your volume both up and down, and you can activate your voice assistant. The only difference in between the two is with the Pros, you have ANC control and monitoring mode as well. On the Pros, you press the bottom button once to toggle ANC on or off, and you press that same button twice to activate the monitoring mode. And what this will do is bring down the volume on whatever you're listening to, and it will activate the extra mics on the Pros to enhance what's going on around you. This is a really nice feature to have if you're in the airport or something of that nature. You won't have to take your headphones completely off. You can simply activate monitoring mode and hear what's going on around you. But taking an overall look at the Soundtrax and the Soundtrax Pros, they really look dope in my opinion. They both have a nice and subtle look. There's not too much branding or anything of that nature on either one. These are the type of headphones that look professional and presentable no matter what you're doing. Now for the visual differences in between the two, on the Pros, they obviously say Soundtrax Pro on the headband, and in that same spot on the Soundtrax, they only say Soundtrack. Also, you'll notice that on the Pros, on the outside of each ear cup, you have one extra microphone. These are for the active noise canceling and for the monitoring mode. Other than those two differences, if you have both of them laying on a table, it'll be hard for you to tell which is which. One thing that I will say though is that holding them in the hands, the Pros are just a little bit heavier, but it doesn't make them uncomfortable at all. They're probably just a little bit heavier due to the added mics. They both have a foldable design, so if you need to throw them in your book bag, your purse, or anything of that nature, you can do so, but you cannot lay them flat. So if that's a concern for you, keep that in mind. They're also rocking Bluetooth 5.0, so pairing is super simple. All you have to do is hold down the button on the right ear cup for about 2 seconds. From there, you'll get a red and blue flashing light on the top of the headphones, letting you know that they're ready to pair. Once you get that, just find them on your device, connect to them, and you're good to go. Both pair are rated at 15 meters of Bluetooth range. So far, I've been able to maintain a great connection all around my house. For those of you that are concerned with the latency, I've used both pair with both my iPhone 11 and my Galaxy S10. I haven't experienced any noticeable lag. If there's lag there, it's really minimal. Now let me touch on the battery life, as there is a pretty big difference in between the two. With the Soundtrack Pros, you can expect to get about 32 hours on a single charge. On the other hand, the Soundtracks will give you up to 48 hours on a single charge. An awesome feature about both is they both support quick charging. So from dead to fully charged will take you about 3.5 hours with each pair. Whenever you plug the headphones in, the LED lights on the top of the ear cup will illuminate to show you how much battery is left. But you can also always see how much battery is left on your headphones by pressing the bottom button on the right ear cup. Moving on to the fit and the comfort, both pair are extremely comfortable on the head. They give you plenty of cushion on your ear cups and on your top headband. I've worn both pair for hours at a time without an issue. They are over-the-ear headphones, so they completely surround your ears. They both also have 40mm drivers, which is pretty standard, especially for ANC headphones. In my experience, they push a lot of the sound directly into your ears, but they also do leak quite a bit of sound. Let's take a listen. So as you probably heard, the Pros do leak a little bit more sound than the Soundtracks, but in comparing the two, the Soundtrack Pros do get louder. The Soundtracks in terms of output will be more than adequate for most people, but the Pros are perfect for people that like to listen to their music extra loud, like myself. As I touched on earlier, both pair have built-in mics for voice calls. I did capture some audio of both for you guys. Let's take a listen. All right, guys, so right now I have the Soundtrack Pros paired to my iPhone 11. This is unedited audio, so this should give you an idea of how you'll sound if you use these to make a voice call. And now I have the Soundtracks paired to my Galaxy S10. This is also unedited audio, so this will give you an idea of how you'll sound if you use them for voice calls. So as you heard, between the two, the Pros capture audio a little bit more clearly, but I've made several voice calls with both pair. I didn't get any complaints from anyone about how I sounded. So before I get into my overall opinion on both pair, let me touch on the active noise canceling with the Pros. So like I do with all ANC headphones, I took these outside on my balcony, and the Pros did a great job of filtering out sounds such as cars passing by. I also could not hear the kids playing or people walking by in my complex. Now, standing on the same balcony with the Soundtracks on, I could hear some of those sounds. Using the Soundtracks, when the kids got extra loud, I could hear that. With the Pros, I could not. Although the Soundtracks give you a good amount of passive noise canceling, if you need ANC, you gotta go with the Pros. Alright guys, so now that you have an overview of the specs, let me give you my overall opinion on the Soundtracks and the Soundtrack Pros. I touched on the design already. I like the way that they look and the way that they feel. Like I said earlier, the Pros are just a little bit heavier, but they're not uncomfortable at all. For the mic quality, I think both pair do a pretty good job of capturing speech clearly, but in between the two, the Pros are noticeably clearer, and I think that that's probably due to the extra two mics that are on the outside of the Pros. But again, either pair will get the job done, and I didn't get any complaints while I was using the Soundtracks. Now on to the audio quality. There's a pretty big difference in between the two in my opinion. The Pros get noticeably louder and they maintain a lot of that clarity even at max volume. And the soundtracks are not a slouch by any means, but comparing the two, the highs and mids are more pronounced with the pros, and the bass is also a little bit more punchy with the pros as well. Now, it's not a night and day difference in between the two. If you're familiar with Soul Republic's sound signature, you know what to expect. You do not get that tinny sound with either pair, and you get nice and punchy bass. Either way, both pair of headphones are really solid. I don't think you'll go wrong with either pair. Personally, I'm not gonna get rid of either pair. Both are going in my collection. Even though I'll probably use the pros more often, the soundtracks do have a spot in my rotation as well. So that being said, guys, if I didn't cover something that you're curious about, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to get you an answer. Until then, like always, I appreciate you coming through and watching the video. If you liked it, leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave me a thumbs down. It's all good. I'll catch y'all in the next video, but until then, y'all be safe, y'all stay positive, and most importantly, I hope y'all have a great day. It's your boy Tech Mo, and I'm out. Peace. If you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you don't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.